Greetings to all dear teachers and students interested in learning the fundamental concepts of the philosophy of education. This is the perfect opportunity for you to join me and explore the essential terminology. I am General, your instructor, a graduate of AB Philosophy, a licensed teacher, and a values education mentor. This session will assist you in your preparation for the LET exam, as well as help you gain a deeper understanding of the important key points. In our first slides, metaphysics and philosophy of education. According to the slide, metaphysics is a branch of philosophy deals with questions regarding the nature of reality, existence, and the fundamental structures of the world. In the context of education, metaphysical questions explore the nature of learning, knowledge, and the relationship between mind, body, and society. Sa ibang salita, no, I will explain this in Tagalog, although the presentation is in English. But for the sake of those, no, especially those who will be taking exam or lead examination. Okay, so ang ibig sabihin nito, ang metapisika ay isang sangay ng pilosopiya na nagsusuri sa mga tanong tungkol sa kalikasan ng realidad at pag-iral. Sa madaling salita, ito ay tumatalakay kung ano ang mga bagay na tunay na umiiral at paano natin nauunawaan ang mga ito. Okay? So sa konteksto ng edukasyon, ang metapisikal na mga tanong ay nakatuon sa kung paano nangyari ang pagkatotoo kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng kaalaman at paano nauugnay ang ating isipan, katawan at lipunan sa proseso ng pagkatuto. No? So, halimbawa, tinatanong nito kung ang kaalaman ba ay isang bagay na matagpuan lamang sa ating isipan o kung ito ay may koneksyon sa ating pisikal na mundo at sa ating ugnayan mga philosophers in metaphysics. Okay, so isa-isahin natin. Una, si Plato. Pangalawa, si Aristotle, si René Descartes, si Immanuel Kant, no? Si Martin Heidegger, si Jean-Paul Sartre. Alright? So ito yung mga philosophers and metaphysics. Una nating talakayin ay si Plato. Among these available philosophers in metaphysics. Okay. So si Plato is one of the most influential metaphysical thinkers. No? So si Plato din ang nag-introduce ng theory of forms, no? So wherein he argued that the physical world is a mere shadow of the eternal. I don't know if you're familiar with allegory of the cave. So that's one of the example of this theory of forms. All right. So according to Plato, it's unchanging reality of abstract forms. All right. So this concept now can shape educational philosophy by questioning the nature of truth, knowledge, and ideal forms of education. Alright? So, yun lang ang kay Plato. Okay, yung nasa picture dyan, okay, yung nasa picture in the previous slide, yun si Plato. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin ay si Aristotle. Alright? By the way, si Aristotle pala ay isang student ni Plato, no? So, ilagay niyo yan sa ano ha, i-take note ninyo. Aristotle is one of the students of Plato, no? So, si Aristotle pala, no? He focused on substance and causality, no? And he also explored the nature of beings and their processes of change, no? Kaya yung idea of causality kay Aristotle yan, no? So, Aristotle's views of the nature of being, no? So being in the sense of, a substance, all right? Substance. And the four causes, no? The causes. So first, what are the four causes? So the four causes are, take note, material, formal, efficient, and final, no? So the four cases can influence how we understand the purpose and development of education. All right? So is it clear already for Aristotle? Okay, so if you are, then we can proceed now to the idea of the next philosopher. Ang susunod naman nating pag-uusapan ay si Rene Descartes. I know that Rene Descartes is very, familiar to you, no? He's also a father in mathematics, no? So siya yung ama ng Cartesian, yung may idea ng Cartesian plane, di ba, sa mathematics, right? And also, he's also very famous in his quote, I think, therefore I am, right? So again, Rene Descartes, no? So he emphasized, no, or Descartes' emphasis on the mind-body dualism. Alright? So, pag sinasabing dualism, si Rene Descartes na yan, no? So, in his, okay, so again, he emphasizes on the mind-body dualism in his famous phrase, the cogito ergo sum. No? Pag meron ng quote na cogito ergo sum, it means I think, therefore I am, and that is Rene Descartes. Alright? So, ang pagbasa niyan, Rene Descartes, hindi Rene Descartes. Alright? So, Rene Descartes. So, this phrase, or this famous phrase, okay, has influenced metaphysical discussions around consciousness, no? Knowledge, and the role of mind in education. Okay? So, nakuha ba yung kay Rene Descartes? Alright, sige, thank you. Ang susunod naman ay si Immanuel Kant. Na? So, I don't know if you're familiar with Immanuel Kant, but he's also famous of his idea, especially the maxim, right? Maxim. Okay. So, si Kant, no, he explored the nature of human experience and knowledge, right? So, human experience and knowledge. Asserting that reality as we perceive, it is shaped by our cognitive structures. Alright? So, yun yung idea ni Immanuel Kant and his contribution in metaphysics. So, in education, alright? So, in education, this raises questions about how we interpret and organize knowledge and experience in the learning process. No? So, you can also search like what is categorical imperative of Immanuel Kant. Actually, this is also part of his maxim. Okay? So, yeah. So, please take note those important, items I mentioned earlier for Immanuel Kant. Okay? So, explore nature of human experience and knowledge, and also uh, reality perceived, shaped by our cognitive structures. All right. So yeah, that's all. That's a very important thing, no, that you have to remember for Immanuel Kant. Okay. I don't know if you are familiar with Martin Heidegger. No? Martin Heidegger, he is a famous in his quote saying, "We are living in the same earth, having different world." All right. So for Heidegger, in his contribution to metaphysics, Heidegger explored the concept of, okay, being. Okay, it's a quotation, being, and its relation to time and human existence, impacting how educators might consider the individual's development within the context of a larger social and existential reality. Alright? So, pag-isipan nyo ha, huwag niyong kalimutan ang theory ni Martin Heidegger. Alright? Last but not the least, he is also a famous of his idea in existentialism. All right. So you see, Jean Paul Sartre. All right. So Jean Paul Sartre, he is a leading existentialist. All right. So Sartre's philosophy of human freedom and self-determination influences ideas about autonomy and choice in education. Again, for Jean Paul Sartre, he is a leading existentialist. All right, his philosophy is focuses on human freedom and self-determination. All right, so ideas about autonomy and choice in education. Okay? So please take note. Wow, good job. Now tapos na tayong pag-usapan ang mga philosophers na nakakontribute sa foundation of philosophy in education. Now, we will be talking about the use of metaphysics in the current world. Okay? So, I want you to remember that metaphysics continues to have application in contemporary issues, including in the fields of education, ethics, and science. Now, in the next slide, we can see, or you can see, guys, the importance no? And the use of metaphysics in the current world. In this slide, you can see that there are three application or use of metaphysics in the current world. The first one is technological advancements. Second is philosophical debates in identity and selfhood. And the number three is education in a globalized world. Now, I want you to, to give you the discussion or clarification about each one of these components. Now, so technological advancements, of course, we include the rise of artificial intelligence, right? So this reality raises metaphysical questions about the nature of consciousness, the self, and reality. Right? For philosophical debates on identity and selfhood, okay, it is a discussion about personal identity, autonomy, and the role of the individual and society are particularly relevant in today's context of globalized education. Okay? For education in a globalized world, of course, the metaphysical considerations about universal values, okay, the nature of the good life, and a global justice inform debates about curriculum, pedagogy, and the purpose of education in a multicultural world. But anyway, we have also the metaphysics in application to the context of education, di ba? In a context of education, dito natin makikita ang metaphysical questions in education concern the fundamental nature of education, such as, okay, what is the nature of knowledge? What is the purpose of education? What is the nature of learning? Mind-body dualism, and others. All right. So we can also include that in our inquiries. Okay, we know that knowledge is a process of discovering objective truths about a world, or it's more subjective, shaped by cultural and personal experiences. Right? Purpose of education, of course, the goal of education to impart a set body of knowledge, to develop critical thinking skills, or to prepare students for societal participation. Then the nature of learning. So the learning involves passive perception of information, or is it an active, transformative process? No? So this idea shapes how we think about the student teacher relationship and classroom environments. Then for mind body dualism, the metaphysical debate on whether the mind and body are distinct or interconnected influences how we view learning processes. For example, some educators may emphasize cognitive development. So speaking of cognitive development, it is a mind, no? The mind. So while others might focus on physical, emotional, and societal growth. No? Speaking of societal growth, it is body. Okay? Now we will be talking about the role of the teacher. So ito yung hinihintay ng lahat, no? The role of the teacher in metaphysics. So the role of teacher based on metaphysical ideas. Okay? So teacher as a guide to truth, as a facilitator of experience, as a model of ethical living, a catalyst for transformation. Ano bang ibig sabihin nito? As a guide to truth, it means this is a Platonic sense, right? So the teacher could be seen as someone who helps students discover eternal truths and ideals, encouraging them to explore the forms of knowledge and wisdom. What about facilitator of experience? Okay, so drawing the empiricist or constructivist metaphysics. So the teacher might be seen as a facilitator who provides learners with opportunities to engage with the material world and construct their own knowledge. As a model of ethical living, so the teacher's role might emphasize guiding students towards self-actualization. So take note, ha? Self-actualization, personal responsibility, and moral development. No? So encouraging students to live authentically and freely. What about catalyst for transformation? So this view can change. Transformation might suggest the teacher is a force of personal growth, helping students move beyond current limitations and explore new way of thinking and being. Now, do you have question? Yeah, it's very clear. All right. So whatever I say in this discussion, please take note because it is really important. Andito niyo maintindihan ang ano ang ibig sabihin. Okay, tapos na po tayo sa rule of teachers. Now, dito naman natin pag-usapan ang rule of students. Mhm. So here, students are seen through different metaphysical lenses, which influence their role and the educational processes. Okay, so dito, ang students, sila yung active participants. Now, anong bang ibig sabihin in a constructivist framework? Now, this is actually the influence by Kantian or Immanuel Kant or John Dewey in the metaphysics. So, meaning, students are not passive recipients of knowledge, but active participants in their creation of their own understanding. All right? And aside from active participants, the role of student is seekers of truth. No? So this is also in a more Platonic view. No? So ibig sabihin, ang students ay may be seen as truth seekers. No? So discovering universal truths through guided learning. No? So guided learning siya. Now, aside from seekers of truth, we have also developer of self. No? So the student is also, this is in existentialist views. Now, so coming from the ideas of Sartre and Heidegger, so students are seen as individuals who must define their own essence through choices and actions. Okay, and of course, students are also members of a social collective. Now, so in a social metaphysical framework, students are seen as part of a larger social and cultural web. No? So ang kanilang learning is interconnected with others. No? And education helps them understand their place in the world and the responsibility to others. Okay? Nakuha ba? Okay, comment sa baba kung nakuha. Okay. Now, the metaphysical focus in education lies in addressing the following key areas. First is the nature of knowledge. Ano nga ba ibig sabihin nito? So, the nature of knowledge, what do we believe to be true knowledge? How do we know what we know? And how does that affect teaching and learning? And the nature of learning, of course, is learning pure intellectual or does it involves emotional, social interactions, and physical experiences? So how do different metaphysical perspectives, example, mga materialism, dualism, no? So how this metaphysical perspective shape our understanding of learning processes? Then the purpose of education. All right, so it aims to instill specific knowledge, encourage critical thinking, and prepare students for social rules. No? So these questions directly stem from metaphysical views in human nature, society, and purpose of existence. And this one, the last one, the nature of the student. So ang ibig sabihin, there are questions like, what does it mean to be a learner? No? What does it mean to be a learner? Are students individuals with innate abilities or the tabula rasa, no? The blank slates, no? By the way, no, so take note and please be reminded of tabula rasa, no? It talks about the blank slates. So, blank slates or the active creators of their knowledge and the selves. Okay, no? Alright, yes, that's all. Tapos na po tayo sa mga important key areas and metaphysics in application to education or philosophy of education. Now we are here already in a conclusion. So metaphysical ideas in education address fundamental questions about the nature of reality, existence, knowledge, and learning. No? So they influence how we view the teacher-student relationship. Okay? ang purpose of education, and also the very nature of what it means to learn and know. Okay? So, pag-explore nito, explore yung metaphysical perspectives, educators and students can better understand the deeper philosophical dimensions of the educational experience and how it shapes personal and societal growth. I hope you learned in this video. So please comment down. I hope this will help also in your review. I believe that this will also help you when you take the board exam, especially if your major is values education. But actually, the ideas here also is applicable for professional education. No? Meron mga components dito na magagamit talaga. And of course, take note the important key points na na-mention ko earlier, and lahat yon ay may tutulong para po sa inyo. And thank you so much everyone for watching. Please comment down your comment, okay, please, your perspective about this video, and don't forget to hit the notification button and subscribe. All right.